Welcome back to another, it's me Cameron Camscob, and welcome back to another daily Chelsea transfer news video where today I'll be talking about Folarin, Balogun, Brennan Johnson, Dusan Vlahovic and all things Chelsea. So if you're new, I'm Cameron Camscob and I do daily Chelsea transfer news videos. I'm trying to get to 1,400 subscribers very soon, so if you could like and subscribe that'll help me a lot. But without further ado, let's get in the first story. But it's no surprise Chelsea looking for attackers, and without further ado I'm going to be talking about Folarin Balogun. So Matt Law has said Chelsea are also admirers on Folarin Balogun, but there is current big difference in valuation of the 22-year-old striker between the Blues and Arsenal. Folarin Balogun, breakout season last year in Ligue 1 for Reims. I think he scored about 16 goals in Ligue 1. Very, very good. 22 years old, and of course, one bad thing, Arsenal player. Arsenal, knowing that we sold Kai Havertz for 65 million, will be trying to get as much money as possible. It's looking around 50 million is what they want. I know and I hope Chelsea won't be spending that much money. But Nizar Kinsella backs his story up by saying Chelsea have sounded out Arsenal striker Folarin Balogun in a bid to boost their attack before deadline day. This is the last week of the transfer deadline day. Lots are going to be happening, so if you could like and subscribe to stay up to date, I'll keep you up to date. But sticking with Balogun, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see which attacker we sign, whether we sign an attacker or whether we sign two. I'll be talking about the other options later, but Folarin Balogun, 22 years of age, very good, fits the Chelsea profile. He will hamper Broja's development if Broja comes back from injury wanting to start for Chelsea, which I'm sure Pochettino wants him to. Nicholas Jackson needs help up top, maybe a backup, because as much as I like him and his forward running is good and a breath of fresh air for Chelsea players, we need a new striker or any attacking player because, yeah, conceding 3 against West Ham, only scoring 1 where our XG was through the roof. We need a clinical striker, and maybe Folarin Balogun could be that player. On to the next story. And I'm going to go to Nizar Kinsella, who has said Nottingham Forest forward Brennan Johnson, Ajax attacking midfielder Mohamed Kudus and Leon winger Bradley Barcola also being considered by Chelsea. Now these are the main attacking options that Chelsea have sounded out. Brennan Johnson, of course, Nottingham Forest is Welsh striker, attacking player, but they're looking for 50 million as well. Anything close to 30 I'd be happy about. He has Premier League experience, unlike Balogun, although doesn't have the goals. He's still young and could progress. Rapid pace, him and Mudryk up top with Enzo feeding the balls. I'll be there no matter what. Mohamed Kudus is still not committed to Brighton or other teams that were interested in him. It's going to be very interesting to see where this goes. I'll be talking about Kudus in more depth later, but of course Bradley Barcola is also being considered by Chelsea. I made a video about him a couple of days ago, so if you want to know more about him, basically Leon winger, about 12 goal involvements in Ligue 1 last season, still young, great dribbler, very fast, cut it back loads of times for Lacazette last year, and would be very interesting to see if he could to join. But Matt Law has said Chelsea's efforts over the final week of the window in terms of incoming business will be focused on trying to sign at least one more offensive player. They have discussed sending players in the opposite direction to try and sign Brennan Johnson with Nottingham Forest. Sticking with Brennan Johnson, the Callum Hudson-Odoi deal to Fulham looks like it's faltering, and that could be a pawn in the deal for Brennan Johnson. Nottingham Forest are interested in Callum Hudson-Odoi, so that could knock a couple million off their valuation, or maybe even a swap deal plus a few bob. But yeah, that's very interesting. Going on to Mohamed Kudus, I'm going to go to Jacobs Ben, who has said Chelsea still have an outside chance for Mohamed Kudus, who West Ham are still not agreed to sign for. After signing Ajax midfielder Alvarez, they're looking to get his partner in crime, Mohamed Kudus, but once again, the Paqueta deal for West Ham, it looks like it's going to be faulting because him and Tony love to stick a racker on a Saturday. That's why it's not going through. So can Chelsea pounce? We knew personal terms have been agreed for ages. We've been linked with Mohamed Kudus for months now, similar time to where we started sounding out the Elise. But yeah, Kudus, very good, Champions League experience as well. Be very happy to sign him before transfer deadline day. And the final attacking story from Matt Law saying sources have poured cold water on Chelsea's supposed interest in Dusan Vlahovic, although their permission may be tested if Juventus reduce the fee of the Serb even further and a solution to costly wages can be found. That is one of the mishaps of the deal. Dusan Vlahovic is on crazy wages, and the price that Juventus wanted plus Lukaku was a bit of a joke. Lukaku still not spoken to Pochettino on his training on under 21s. One last dance Chelsea fans are seeing. We're trying to sign an attacking player with Lukaku in the ranks. I'm not too sure. We kind of want to get rid of him. We got bids 40 million from Saudi. How, by the way, is Mitrovic going for 60 and they only want to buy Lukaku for 40? crazy to me. But yeah, that's what the attacking story is. And the final story, or the signing we've actually made, Fabrizio Romano exclusive. Petrovic to Chelsea, here we go. Verbal agreement in place for New England Revolution to the €16 million deal. Medical test books on Wednesday for the Serbian goalkeeper who's going to compete with Robert Sanchez. Going to compete, you say? Well, all I know of him, he is a long, lanky boy, unlike Kepa, and 16 million these days buys you a backup keeper, which is crazy. Of course, from the New England Revolution in the MLS, so still probably match fit from their season in the MLS. Will they be focusing and competing with Robert Sanchez? Well, with no European football for Chelsea, I don't see many chances of him playing. Maybe the Cup, maybe the Carabao Cup, which I'm going to later, so I'll bring you a match vlog. But yeah, that is another signing. Will we sign another player before transfer deadline day? Will it be the attacker? I'm not too sure. But if you want to subscribe, keep up to date, like all that jazz. But without further ado, see you tomorrow.